All right, we will get started here. So I want to thank you all for joining our new Nor'easter virtual series, Pathway to Academic Success, where we will talk about student support services available on campus. My name is Iris Walter. I'm an assistant director here in the undergraduate admissions office, and we are very glad that you are here today. First, we want to congratulate you all on being accepted to the University of New England. Tonight, we are lucky to be joined by some of our campus partners who are here to answer all of your questions about how we support our students. We will spend some time first on introducing our panelists so you can learn a little bit more about each of their offices. Then we will jump right into questions from you, and that will be our main focus tonight. And finally, we will finish with a few admissions reminders. Our first panelist is Diana Mayo, Director of the Student Access Center, so I will pass it along to you.
Thank you, Iris, and welcome. My name is, as Iris said, Diana. I'm the director of our Student Access Center, and that's where students will go to receive reasonable accommodations if you have a disability. So students who may have an existing condition in a high school setting that warrants a 504 or an IEP may then translate over to a college setting by way of reasonable and appropriate accommodations, as we call them. It could also be for a student who has a new condition that arises when they enter the college setting. They would want to come talk to us if that condition impacts their ability to participate in their educational experience in any way, or if there's a broken bone or a need for surgery. And again, that is going to affect their way of participating in the college experience. We're the department that you would want to come talk to. Our accommodations are meant to provide equal access. So that means that, again, we're trying to mitigate the barriers that you're experiencing by your disability by providing supportive accommodations to you so that you can access your educational experience equitably. That means that we're providing accommodations for not just your classroom setting, but also the residential setting as well. And even in the dining experience, if you have a dietary need and you feel that there might be some special considerations that need to be made so that you can participate in the dining experience, we would want to talk to you about that. If that sounds like something that might pertain to you, then please do reach out to us. You can also visit our website. The way that you can request accommodations through our office is by filling out an application. Again, that's something that's available on our website, but if you just reach out to us, we're happy to connect you with those materials. And we're also going to ask you to submit some documentation to us to verify the presence of a condition that is impacting your ability to participate in your educational experience. The next step, once we obtain both of those things, your application and your documentation, is we're going to want to reach out to you and just meet you and find out a little bit more about you and how that condition affects you. And then we'll be able to talk to you a little bit more about how that might show up in a college setting so we can support you. We typically don't meet with students and talk about accommodations until they're enrolled. But if anybody has any questions about the Student Access Center or the process of requesting accommodations, you can reach out to us at any time. We have a lot of information on our website, but sometimes it's easier just talking to somebody. So we would definitely welcome you to do that as well.
Thank you. Next, we have Ashley Bigda, Director for the Office of Career Readiness and Workforce Development.
Thanks, Iris, and hi, everyone. Welcome and congratulations again. My name is Ashley Bigda. I'm the director of the Office of Career Readiness and Workforce Development. And in the office, we oversee robust career readiness programming for all students. So that could look like career fairs or networking events, panels, workshops, lots and lots of different types of programming. And we also institute a 4-year career readiness plan, which basically provides you with a series of scaffolded benchmarks and milestones to help you remain competitive candidates and reach career readiness goals. A couple of those benchmarks in your first year that you could anticipate would be creating a LinkedIn profile or joining a club on campus, things like that. So we walk you through all of those steps so that you feel prepared for all of the career readiness steps as you move forward in your academic and career journey. Also, we oversee all credit-bearing internships for the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Business. So we work with you to help you find internships that are a good fit, and they're there to help you explore your career interests, your strengths, your skills, and really get some hands-on experiential learning experience. And we also oversee employer relations. So we oversee a network of professionals who are here to help and mentor you, provide you with direct support and insight into all of the different areas that you're interested in.
Thank you. Next, we have Linnea Morris, Director for the Academic and Career Advising.
Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Linnea, Director of Academic and Career Advising here at UNE. So with my folks, you'll be assigned an academic and career advisor based on your major. And that academic and career advisor will actually start working with you even beginning this summer, as early as May or June, walking you through your major requirements, general education requirements, which we call the Northeastern Core here at University of New England. And they also will be talking to you about your potential career paths too. And that's not to overwhelm you, but just getting a sense of who you are, who your interests are, what your interests are, and how those align with your academic program. We begin those conversations early as well. So that way we can tailor your program in order to, best fit your needs for your future as well. So we're here to help you through your entire college journey. So the first couple of years will be both some career advising, but also the schedules for your major. But then the whole 4 years, we're also still here. So to help you with resumes, cover letters, LinkedIn preparation, nudging you towards Ashley's office to join their programming and internships and stuff like that. So our folks do both. So we're here to help you with your academic program and helping you manage that, but also with the career piece. But our goal is to help you not just pick classes, but to actually choose courses that, again, fit your skills, interests, strengths, and what you want to do at the end. So we look forward to working with you all.
Thank you. And our final campus partner, Erin Crummell, is a Senior Director of Operations in our Student Academic Success Center.
Hi, everyone, and congratulations again on your achievement of acceptance to the University of New England. I'm Erin Crummell. I'm the Senior Director of Operations for the whole Division of Student Success. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our Student Academic Success Center and what they do to help you. So the Student Academic Success Center offers tutoring, reading, writing support, learning skills development. They support courses, test prep, whether it's testing within your courses or test prep for graduate preparation. If you, for example, if you're thinking of applying to medical school, you will need to know how to get through the big test called the MCAT. And we are here to help you with test prep for that. They also help with a little bit of the career skills that we all do with, and again, applying to graduate programs. So helping you with those personal statement writing prompts and questionnaires that you may need to do. We also identify challenging courses that some of you may run into, particularly in the sciences. The science and math courses sometimes you need just that little bit of boost and little bit of help. So we identify what those courses are for students, and we offer tailored workshops and tutoring around those courses. Our tutors in general are mostly peer tutors. So they were just like you are coming to college. They have excelled in the classes as they've gone through the program, and they've been identified by faculty as someone who can best help all students with certain courses. We also have a set of professional staff who work with the writing support, math support, science support. And we offer group tutoring, individual tutoring, pretty much anything that you will need to help you be super successful in all of your courses throughout your time at UNE.
Thank you. Now, I know that that was a lot of information to throw at all of you guys, but we're going to take a break from that for a few minutes and move directly into our Q&A portion of the evening. So we'll try to get to as many questions as possible. First question that we have here is for Erin. The question is, my child is an athlete. How do they fit together athletics and academics on campus?
Yeah, we have a lot of athletes on campus, and Linnea, if I miss anything, jump right in. So our athletes in general are really, really highly motivated students. They have to be. They have to figure out very quickly how to manage their time, not only on the athletic field, but in the classroom. So we certainly help right off the bat. When you meet with an academic and career advisor, please let them know that you are an athlete. And we help the best that we can. We can in every situation, but we try probably 95% of the time to make sure your schedule does not conflict with your athletic schedule, to make sure you've got that lower the anxiety of like having to jump from one thing to another. As a first year and with the NCAA, we're also required to offer study halls for you all. And that is a way to get acclimated into college, to understand what the commitment is between athletics and being a student and how to fit all of that in. And lastly, I will do a shout out and a plug to all the athletic coaches. They are really on top of their students' progress and success. Student comes first, definitely in student athlete, and they understand that. And so they form a very deep relationship with all of the players, and they know when a player is struggling. So a lot of the times we get referrals from the athletic coaches of, hey, can you check in with this student? We may need some extra tutoring here, or maybe they need to check in with their academic advisor. So we definitely support our student athletes a lot.
Thank you. We have a bit of a follow-up question to that, maybe not specific to athletes, but where would you go to sign up for tutoring?
Yeah, we have an online system right now called Tutor Track, and students can go in, find what particular, maybe it's a course, maybe it's a subject, maybe it's I need help with figuring out how to manage my time, or I've got this learning style that I need extra help with. And you can go in and find the time that matches your schedule and find the tutor and sign up for it that way. It's pretty simple to use, or you can come right to the Student Academic Success Center on the second floor in the Commons, which is the same building that the cafeteria is in. So we know you have to come and eat sometime. So you just stop by the office and we can help you schedule that appointment as well.
Thank you. The next question we have is for Diana. Who is the contact person who I'm supposed to send my 504 plan to?
That's a great question. So we have two emails that you could send that information to, both of which go to the same team. So we have a BC Student Access at une.edu email. It's listed on our website. We also have a PC Student Access at une.edu email. Again, both of those are the correct places. Either one will work and it will get the 504 plan to the right team member. We will be able to then reach out with application materials so that you can follow it up with a completed application. And then once we get those two things and you've enrolled, we'd be happy to reach out and have more of a conversation with the student about what they're requesting, what their experience is, and again, how we can support them here at UNE.
Thank
And
you.
if there are any specific questions too, that you are itching to ask, but don't feel like maybe this is the appropriate venue to be asking them, you can always email those addresses as well with those questions, and we would be happy to answer them. And again, call anytime.
Thank you. The next question I can touch on, and you guys might be able to, talk about the academic side of it. What sports are beginner friendly on campus? I will say that we have 21 Division III athletic teams. We have club and intramural sports. I think that from what I know, all of them are very easy to be, academically successful while being an athlete. Um, on the depending on what your question is, club and intramural sports are much less of a commitment, and might be a little bit more beginner friendly when you are focusing on academics. But if anybody else has anything to chime in about that, um, otherwise, I think I answered it. The next question we have is for Ashley. What types of opportunities do students have to connect with employers and other professional mentors?
Great question. There are so many opportunities, and I'll talk about a couple of them. We do house a variety of programming, like I talked about, but we're actually launching something really, really exciting called the Nor'easter Global Network. And what that is a collection of uh, professionals who have raised their hand basically to mentor you as students and to connect with you, engage, and offer their expertise. So that is something that will be accessible for students in the fall, which we're really excited about. Most recently, we actually held a Career Connections Mixer, and we had over 200 people attend, including employers, faculty, staff, students, and people were able to really practice core networking skills and learn about career opportunities like jobs and internships. But even from day one, you'll be able to access and connect with employers through all of our workshops. For example, we have an upcoming LinkedIn workshop and just in the next month or so, and we have an employer partner who's co-hosting that with us. So we're very dedicated to welcoming employers into the classroom. We partner with them on employment, on all of our programming. So there's no shortage of connections to employers, and there's a couple of folks on my team who I'll mention. Our internship coordinator, her name is Sophia Weaver, and Dylan Brothers. He is the Associate Director of Employer Relations, and we're constantly getting new connections. We have over 280 active internship sites, and that's always growing. So no shortage of opportunities. Happy to go into detail if you reach out, though.
That's amazing. Thank you. The next question we have is kind of along the same lines, but somebody asked, for a pre-med student, what services does the school provide for research, volunteering, and med school prep? And this might be a question for Linnea, and maybe Ashley as well.
Yeah. So we actually have a assistant director for pre-health programs at UNE, and she's under my team. Her name's Sophia Latai. For her, it's not just pre-med, but it's pre-med if you're interested in being a vet, if you're interested in PT, physical therapy, if you're interested in occupational studies. Just think anything that fits into a pre-health profession. She is here to provide extra support outside of your academic and career advisor. And so she provides workshops that are on application prep for med schools or vet schools or any of the other schools that I just named. She does one-on-one appointments as well, just to hear more about your career goals and what you want and which paths are best for you. And so you have a whole dedicated advisor outside of your regular academic career advisor. So that's a major resource there. In terms of research and such, UNE has like a few research centers that you could actually link up with different faculty and stuff in order to gain experience on their projects. You can also, with the help of your academic career advisor, they can help you learn your networking skills to connect with those professors that maybe you meet in class that you have a good connection with in order to help ask different ways to get involved in research and all that. We don't necessarily do like the MCAT prep studies that you think about with Kaplan or College Board or all those things, but we do have some of those like resources that you could either like check out from Sophie or other offices that might host it. But for everything else in terms of the career paths, applications, understanding the different requirements, If you're still trying to figure out which pathway is there, we have all those resources for you, along with, again, your academic career advisor, Sophia, who's our assistant director for pre-health, along with a bunch of other research and other opportunities at UNE.
Great, thank you. The next question that we have is about for students who come from out of state, are there any support groups for them or, additional resources for them being away from home?
I don't know specifically about different connections of other students who may be from out of state, but I do know a lot of our student population at UNE as undergrads are from out of state. And there is a strong connection that you will get within the residence halls. We do have a resident requirement of through your junior year. So we have a lot of students living on campus. And it would be very surprising to me if you were not able to connect with somebody else from your state or maybe in the first couple of weeks of college, you're nervous, you're moving away from home, you get homesick, you are not alone. You're not the only one in this, and our residential life group and staff do a really, really good job with making sure that everyone is connected. They do get-togethers on campus. We also have an Office of Student Engagement that has we have over 90 plus clubs on campus that you can connect with. And within your first week at UNE, we have a club fair that happens right outside of our big building in the Commons. And it's a good opportunity to go around and see what other things you can get involved with other than your academics, and have the ability to get out of your dorm and meet people and find your friends, find your groups. And that's a good way to get connected with other people in your state and beyond.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a great way to put it. The next question that we have is how and when do you choose minors and adding a double major, and would that affect tuition costs?
Yep, this is a good question. As soon as you think you might know you want to add a minor or double major, please let your academic career advisor know because it does impact the 4-year planning that we have to do. Because we are having to look at not just semester to semester, but how each course fits in. And so it can impact tuition. It depends on where the scholarships are coming from, if it's scholarships or if it's federal financial aid. Most of it is the federal financial aid piece that could be affected depending on your plan of study. But the academic and career advisors are here to help you navigate that. So you're not alone to figure that out. It's just as soon as you think you might want to, it's a good idea to go ahead and let them know and then declare it. We can always remove it later if you decide, actually, that's not what I want to do. But if you're thinking about it, it's good to do it as soon as you can. We recommend majors be declared at least by sophomore year, by the second semester sophomore year is a recommendation. Minors, technically, you can add it up until probably junior year or so. But again, that depends on the credits you're bringing in, the courses that are available, courses you're taking. So yes, it could impact it. That's not to make anyone nervous, but just good to be aware of it. But again, we're here to help you navigate that. But it's just important to tell us up front that you're even thinking about it or considering it.
Great, thank you. The next question is, where is the best place to go for help with applications for a graduate program?
Me and Ash are both nodding, right? Yes. So it's either you could come to us as your academic career advisors. We help support students with personal statements, the graduation requirements. Again, if you're thinking about graduate school, it's important to let us know ahead of time too, because that could impact the types of courses and classes that you're going to take. But we're here to support you through the application process as well. And then I'll let Ashley talk because her office is here to support too.
Yeah, our office works really, really closely with Linnea's office to provide, additional career support. And a lot of our students end up applying for graduate school. We have what's called a career readiness and development course in Brightspace. That's something you'll become very familiar with. But in that course, there's a lot of accessible resources specific for graduate school exploration. But those are appointments that we can certainly help you out with and meet with you to begin exploring what you're hoping to get out of graduate school, all of the different components that go into applying, working together on timelines and applications. No shortage of opportunities there. But again, it's really important to express that interest as soon as you know. It might even remotely exist so we can help you and make sure it's the right decision for you. But no shortage of support on that.
Thank you. Next question we have is for Diana. Once I'm enrolled, when should I submit my request for accommodations and how do I go about doing that?
That's a really great question. And actually, I'm happy you asked it because there's something I wanted to add that I realized after the fact that might be important to students who are requesting with us. So once you're enrolled, you can submit your application and documentation from a provider or again, 504 IEP, any of that documentation to verify that you do have a disabling condition. You can send both of those things to our email addresses that I was mentioning earlier. One of the things that I failed to mention is that the reason there's a BC student access and a PC student access email address is because BC represents Biddeford, PC represents Portland. Again, they go to the same place. If you are enrolled and you are submitting a request for accommodations, the thing I wanted to mention earlier is that we're not actually processing those and meeting with students yet. We will start doing that in the beginning of May. However, you can submit at any time. We will just start your file, we'll acquire your information, we'll make sure that we've added you to our list of students to reach out to so that we can then start the process of making sure that we make meetings happen and get to know you and have those conversations about what the transition for you will look like. So as soon as you're enrolled, you can certainly submit at any time. You would just submit to those email addresses I was mentioning. It's on our website and no wrong place to submit it to. Same team that's reviewing that. And by May 1st, we will start working on getting those processed.
Thank you. The next question that we have is when should we start enrolling into classes and how do I know which classes to take in my first semester?
It's a very common question. Um, so we will actually start placing classes on your schedules beginning in May. And that is just to help you all out because it can be tough to know what do I take the first year, how many classes, all that. So the advisors will actually, based on information we have about you and your potential major, will start to place courses in on for you. That includes like a first year seminar class that is required. And then it will be one or two classes for your major, and then perhaps one or two classes for that Nor'easter core requirement that we have. Then throughout the summer, you'll be meeting with your advisors on one-on-one meetings while you'll review the course requirements, review what they've set up for you just preliminary. And if something's not working or you don't like what's happening, or maybe you've changed your major since you first decided, that's all okay. We work with you to adjust it. So we'll start to place it on your schedule as a first year student starting in May, but then we work with you throughout the summer to make different adjustments. So you don't have to be overwhelmed with figuring out all your required classes for that first semester. After that, though, you will have our support, but starting, when you're registering in the fall for your spring classes, you will have to choose your classes yourself. But again, you're meeting with your advisors one-on-one during the fall to go over those classes, how to actually register using our system and all that stuff. So the very first semester, we help you during the summer. We're there to support you in the fall semester into spring, but you'll just have to physically register yourselves in the fall. But again, for the summer, we do that for you at first, and then we work with you to adjust.
Perfect. Thank you. Super helpful. All right, looking at the time, we are going to begin wrapping up the Q&A portion of the evening. Thank you to our panelists for providing all of that information. If you didn't get your question answered, or if you have something else that comes up later on, please reach out to us. We will connect you with the correct person to answer any questions that you have. But now, as a quick wrap up, here's a quick checklist for what's going to be coming up next for you all. First, make sure that you file your FAFSA and submit your enrollment deposit. Next, you'll want to register for accepted student stays, complete your housing and dining application, sign up for orientation, finalize your academic file, and submit your final health forms. And don't forget that we have several ways to engage with us on campus, including our accepted student stays on March 28th, April 11th, or April 18th. We also have accepted students tours every week this spring on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we have our virtual series to engage with as well. We have different topics every month coming up over the next few months. And the sessions that have already passed, we have recordings for on our YouTube page. So definitely go back and watch those. But no matter where you are in this process, take a deep breath. We are here to help you and support you through this process. Each counselor is responsible for a different territory, so please reach out to us if you'd like to know who your counselor is and we can connect you. And please stay in touch. Again, we are always available for support and we have our social media pages to engage with as well. But finally, thank you to our campus partners for your time and for sharing the important information about the student services and resources available to students on campus. And thank you to all of our accepted students for joining tonight. Lastly, congratulations again and have a great night. Thank you.